No. Well, we got the whole Pasadena baseball team out there. So, how you feeling?
Okay, good.
Yeah?
I just got off a plane, but I'm good.
Yeah, I heard you came from Canada, right?
Yeah, Montreal.
Are you working on something up there?
I'm working on a movie up there with Marlon Brando.
Oh. Very cool.
It's so cool. I can't even tell you. I'm just like dying every day.
Oh,
I'm like,
I can imagine.
Hi, Mr. Brando.
Is he cool to work with?
Yeah, he's awesome. He's
Yeah.
like a genius.
Oh,
Every take is absolutely different.
Right.
He changes the words on you all the time and like freaks you out and wins. Every time he just wins.
Does he? Because I remember stories from The Godfather about him like writing his dialogue on the walls and places, and people thinking he was like taking these like really dramatic pauses, and actually he was just reading his lines, which I thought was a very cool technique.
Yeah, he's not doing that in this one.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's cool. Now you won the Oscar yourself. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now how is that? How did that change things for you?
I guess it made it easier for me to get good scripts, and more people know who I am now, definitely. I mean, I was sort of an unknown working actor. I was working, but nobody knew who I was, and now I'm known.
Well, my favorite thing about the Oscars that night was your dad. I work with your dad.
I know.
Yeah, we're in it's a movie called Most Wanted coming out soon. He's a wonderful man. Her father is Paul Sorvino, for those of you who don't know. And I just thought, you know, he's played like these tough guys. You know, he's like Paulie from Goodfellas. And he was such a dad that night, because when you said hi to him, he just was like boo-hooing. And I teased him about it the whole the whole shoot. But I just thought that was magic.
Oh.
Yeah. So who was your hero growing up? I'm just curious.
Actually, Martin Luther King is my
Yeah.
hero.
I mean,
I think he may be the greatest man that's ever lived. I mean, you know, if you don't include Jesus or Buddha or whatever.
Right.
I mean, this was the bravest, most fair-minded, intelligent person who was preaching peace and love, and just no color lines, no, you know, it's just, I don't know, an example of how to live a life, but so brave, and he knew he could get shot for it, and he did, and he didn't care. He just went for it anyway. I mean, he's a total example and a hero to me. And
yeah, I agree. Well, now, what I have enjoyed about you is the diversity in the roles that you play. I mean, Mighty Aphrodite was a comedy. Then you went and did the one with Lisa Kudrow, which
Romy
was
Michelle.
hysterical, very funny movie. And now this movie, Mimic. This is an action thriller, am I right?
Yeah, it's like sci-fi, action, suspense, gothic horror, all mixed up together.
Yeah, we had got a clip of it. You want to take a peek?
All right.
All right, let's take a look at this.
Do you have the time? Sir, the time?
Woo! What was that thing?
Well, that's a mimic. It's a creature that my character genetically engineered, but it was supposed to stay small and die young, and instead they evolved to become creatures that could imitate human beings outwardly. But that clip only shows you a tiny bit of that scene, actually. That scene, that's like about 15 seconds of a much longer scene. Like, they cut out all the stuff where they really show you the creature.
Right.
I mean, you see it like open up and just start, you know, just wings out and me running my ass off.
What I thought was funny.
Can I say that? I can't
Yes,
say
you
that
can.
word.
Yes, you can.
I don't know. I don't know what, is it bleep or what?
No, what I thought was funny was that you asked for the time. It was like,
I was like, yeah.
this thing is foaming out the mouth.
Yeah. No, Well, because I think it's a man. I think it's my husband. I'm there to meet my husband. We're supposed to go underground and see if we can find more specimens of this smaller version that we think is down there.
Right.
And then I see it, and it looks like an old man, sort of, and then it looks like a serial killer, and then it looks like something else.
I can't wait to see this thing. Now, you date one of the coolest guys in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino. So now, what did he think of the movie? Because I know he's like a real buff for these.
Oh, he loved it. He thought it was such a well-made movie. I mean, you know, he's also a fan of like schlock stuff, but this he thinks is like Hitchcock. I mean, this is really strong. Guillermo del Toro, our director, is just an amazing mind. I mean, you walk into this movie, and from the first few frames, it just kind of grabs you and starts creeping you out and starts freaking you out, and it goes on, and you start jumping like every you know, few minutes, and people are yelling. It depends on what audience you're with. I mean, you can be with a very uptight audience, and they'll just sit there, and they're scared to death, and they're not moving, and you don't hear anything. You know, once in a while you hear, but you're in a rowdy audience, you're like, oh, no, don't do that. Don't go. Don't.
You want to see this at Crenshaw. You want to go to this movie at Crenshaw. Yes, you want to hear the audience talking to the screen. That's right.
No, we got like, you know, we got this one thing where Dutton, Charles Dutton, is like, you know, he's holding the gun up at the creature, and it's just like gone crazy in the subway car, and he's just like, you better tell me. And he says, you know, you better tell me what's going on here. But I watch this theater, and he's like, you better tell me. This one says, what it is. And it's just, I don't know, it's just really interactive and really fun.
Yeah,
and,
that's when they're the best. We're going to talk a little bit more after this. We're going to take a little break. We'll be back with Mira Sorvino right after this.
Nobody up there knows about this.
Nobody up there would. I mean, not until it's too late. These things can imitate us, they can infiltrate us, and breed a legion before anyone would even notice.
How could you do it? You take something, you make it like a man. A man who's not a man.
Manny!
Is a thing.
Manny!
That's still my
Hey, you
child.
tell her, Manny. You tell her, because she don't give a damn.
Hey.
Your kid's got legs. Shut up, will you? And they're both with lungs. Shut
I'm just loving the clip.
you know, we brought you something to show you. A little memento from the set.
Oh, really? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Is this the creature?
This is like the junior form. This is like the adolescent.
Oh, my God. This is nasty.
It's pretty gross, isn't it?
Yeah.
When I did it, there's a scene where I have to like first see this, and I don't expect anything ever like this. And I open up the cover, and it was supposed to smell and gross us all out. And they put little, like, there's something they can spray on things. Like a prop department has bad smell that they can spray, but that didn't really work. So then they added like live little worms, and it freaked me out so much.
This
that
is
you
so
see my face.
nasty. You want to see something funny?
Yes.
Watch this. Well, thank you for
That's
bringing
a baby
that.
mimic.
Oh yeah.
They
that
get
is
a lot
so
bigger, a lot
nasty.
worse.
Now we got a little surprise for you. Charles Dutton thought he would drop in.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
You wanna say hi?
Yeah.
Come on down.
Well, you know, I was going to ask you how his date went with the lawyer, and I guess this is what happened.
This is what happened. Look at this. This is from your prop department, too.
Yeah.
That is so cool. All right, get this thing out. Get it out of here. You okay? Now, this is a very physical role for you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, did you do a lot of your own stunts?
I did, yeah.
Yeah?
I did a bunch of them, actually. You know, the first clip we had where we had the running and the thing took me away?
Right.
We shot that scene all night long, and we just had to run faster and faster, and I was running, like, there was dolly guys running beside me and in front of me, and it got to the point where, because it was a night shoot, it was very, very cold, and we were in Toronto in the winter, and my knees started to buckle up. So every time I would get off the end of the run and they'd cut, I couldn't walk. Like my legs were really, really stiff, and I was trying to be like you in the monologue. You know, like, that's okay, I'll walk it off.
Right.
But I had to run the next one. So they had this Chinese masseur there for the director that he loved called, oh God, Master Zian. Okay, so Master Zian was there, and Master Zian was like, here, I'll take care of you. So he comes up and he starts like karate chopping my leg. And I have this dog who's like a 20-pound like cross between a Whippet and Chihuahua or something like that. And Master Zian just starts going higher and higher in the leg, sort of towards the inner thigh, and the dog freaks. He just like starts trying to kill him. It's like he's a pit bull all of a sudden,
It's good to have that dog.
It was very good.
Yeah,
Quentin was happy about it.
That's right. Keep Master Chi in place. It's like, don't go past the thigh. That's good. That's good. So now, what of all the jobs you had, let's say outside of show business, what would be the best job that you had?
The best, like, non-related to show business job I had, I guess, they were both actually related to China. In China, I taught English to a group of Chinese kids who were like about 14, 15, and that was amazing because they were like really open and fantastic and just great kids. And then in America, when I came back and I was like struggling as an actress and I was waitressing and I was bartending, but I still needed more money, I tutored a kid in Chinese during the day, and I went through this service that taught kids like home tutoring, and this kid actually was staying home and not even going to high school at all and just getting taught at home.
Right.
And it was James Taylor's son.
The singer, James.
Yes, the singer James Taylor and his son Ben. And I think, okay, it's going to be this sweet little kid who wants to study Chinese. I walk in the first day into Carly Simon's house and, you know, open the door. She says, oh, well, he'll be right out. In walks this strapping, like, 6'4", like, god. Like this gorgeous kid who looks like the young James Taylor, but a little beefier and, like, these piercing blue eyes. He's like, hi. I'm like, hi, I'm your teacher, and I'm older than you, and I'm not allowed to date you, and it's fine. And, you know, we would have these, like, long talks, and, you know, I'd teach him some Chinese, and then it would sort of meander the conversation. We'd always end up talking about sex.
Yes, I was just going to say. You go from Chinese to, what's your favorite position? You know. Now, do you speak Chinese?
Yeah. Really? Not very well anymore. I used to, yeah.
Oh, like fluent? What, Mandarin?
Mandarin,
Chinese?
yeah.
Wow, that's pretty amazing. That's really cool. I mean, I took Spanish for 8 years, and I can only say "Donde está la biblioteca?" So I'm serious. I'm always impressed with people who can like speak several different languages. That's really cool.
Oh, thanks.
Well, you, like I said, are just terrific, and I'm really, really glad you came by.
Oh,
Best of luck with the movie.
Great continued success on the show.
Thank you very much. Look for more Sorvino in Mimic, and we'll be back right after